Castillo de San Marcos, Golf at the Fort, National Park Service logo. A corner tower on the Castillo, Jim Purdy, park interpreter.
The first documented mention of golf in St. Augustine was in 1893. Henry Lillywhite, tennis court manager at the Alcazar Hotel owned by Henry Flagler, described the game of golf to Captain Henry Marcotte.
Black and white photographs of the Alcazar Hotel, female golfers posing with their clubs and playing the game.
Captain Marcotte was the St. Augustine reporter for the Florida Times-Union, the largest newspaper in the state at the time, and to his wife Anne, who was the editor of the St. Augustine News and a weekly publication called The Tatler, which was a society page for St. Augustine's northern visitors.
The masthead of the Tatler of society in Florida.
It was Mrs. Marcotte who sounded the call for a new golf club in St. Augustine. Problem was, there were no open fields in St. Augustine near the Flagler hotels on which to develop the golf course. The answer came when the U.S. Army gave permission to lay out golf links on the green surrounding Fort Marion, today's Castillo de San Marcos. The course opened February 27, 1895. 3 fairways formed a triangle around the fort. Each fairway had a name. One was the San Marco, then there was the Fort Marion, and finally the Palmetto. The course itself was called Fort Green. Each hole was played 3 times for a round of 9 holes of golf. Each of the 3 teeing areas was made of white sand. The total length of the course was approximately 1,900 yards, the approximate length of what today would be a 9-hole par 3 course if played from the ladies' tee. Although historically the moat around the fort had been a dry moat, it was filled with water during the golf course years.
A black and white aerial photograph of the Castillo shows the moat filled with water.
Unfortunately, this undermined the foundation of the fort and caused significant cracks and other damage to the structure.
A photo shows a large crack next to a corner of the fort.
The ground around the fort was also built on a slant called a glacis. The glacis was a line of defense for the fort put in by the Spanish during the first Spanish period in St. Augustine. When it became a golf course, the glacis was a natural hazard for the golf course, requiring a club called a lofter to pitch out onto the fairway. Initially, the golf club had 200 members and 70 of them were women. Admission to the club cost 50 cents, and to become a member you had to be recommended by another member. Charter members included Mr. and Mrs. Harry Harkness Flagler, who was the son of Henry Flagler. In one of the early tournaments at the fort, the winner was a railroad man named John McLennan, who won with a score of 53. Obviously, the skills and clubs of the early players were not what they are today.
Black and white photos of players on the course and spectators watching from the walls surrounding the Castillo.
After the San Marco Hotel burned down in 1897, the course expanded across San Marco Avenue to where the hotel stood and where the parking garage and Francis Field are today. The fort course remained popular even after the modern 18-hole Ponce de Leon links opened north of the city. The St. Augustine Evening Record of April 14, 1925, reported that the St. Augustine Golf Club had discontinued the use of the fort course.
A newspaper clipping. The St. Augustine Evening Record is read by more hotel people and their guests than any other paper printed on the east coast of Florida. On sale in every hotel, at every newsstand, and on all trains from Jacksonville to Miami.
It had lasted 30 years. The course was not making enough money, and too many tourists to the fort were walking in the area of the course.
For more information, visit facebook.com/CastilloNPS, www.nps.gov/CASA, National Park Service logo, St. Johns County Tourist Development Council logo, culture around every corner, St. Augustine and Ponte Vedra, culture around every corner logo, a service of St. John's Cultural Center.